Hello and welcome back to Safe Space, where we have conversation about anything and everything. And on set today I have two of my beautiful friends that I invited, and they accepted to come here and share with us some of very hard conversations that we probably wouldn't have on a normal. So hi Gority, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, Rosemary.
It's been a minute.
Indeed.
Not seen you in a while. Hi Rehema, how are you?
Hi Rose, I am well. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm so happy to have you guys here, and I want to thank you for honoring my invitation. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Okay, so I'll just go and dig right into the topic of the day. So I've seen a growing trend in friendships, especially young people's friendships shifting. If you look at a span of like when you're like 20 to like 35, 40 there, that span, that time period, how your friendships have shifted because of the things that are happening in your life. So majorly I would want us to discuss the shift in friendships because of the success that you get to achieve over a period of time, or the things you get to achieve. The more you work towards your goals, do you sometimes feel like there is a shift in your friendships, or your friendships are destabilized, or you have to forge new relationships to make it work where you are at that point? Great, you shoot.
I think, yeah. Yes, the more you move forward, the more roads, they have bends and diversions, and yeah, so we might be marching at the same pace in the same direction, and we reach a Y junction, and there is no option other than to diverge. And
So
on
you're
that,
trying to say you split?
yes.
Hold the thought. Rehema, what do you think? What do you think?
If someone is your friend, you maintain her. So I'll give an example of myself. A friend, I started having friends way in high school. So a friend I had in high school, if she was my friend, I am still with her. Yes, I find new friends because we grow. We work where we work from, the places you move to. But if someone is meant to be your friend, she will stay.
So you're trying to say friendships should
Yeah, they are
adjust.
still there.
They're still there.
Some are working, some are not working. We can't be, the fingers are not equal, so we can't be equal all the time. But you have to appreciate the fact that someone is your friend. When you need her, she'll be there. When you need someone to talk to, she will be there. That is friendship to me.
Don't you sometimes find yourself having to use a lot of energy emotionally to deal with certain people? Great. Especially because of where you're at in life.
I do. It may not even have anything to do with my goals and aspirations, but the evolution of life, interests, other priorities. Yeah. So when you are young, I've had some really, really close friends right from campus, and those that are solid, we still talk. And then they are not the way they used to be then.
See, there's been a shift.
Yes, there's been a shift that sometimes
That's what I'm
we will
saying.
talk like
No,
once in 2 months, but you'll talk for 3 hours. You
And
give each
it's
other an
okay.
update, and it's
There is no
good.
shift.
Yeah, there's a shift because before
You used to
you
hang
would
out
know this
a lot.
person.
You have to appreciate the fact that people change and appreciate the person the way she is.
What if I don't want?
If you do not want, that means you're not ready to be someone's friend, Rose.
No, you guys are not going to be accepting this change. Okay, that means as much as I said success, sometimes people change to, okay, they may take a direction that is opposite to maybe your beliefs, your principle system. Yeah, they have taken a whole divergent situation happening here.
Not really, Rose.
So how am I supposed to stay? I feel, me as a person, I feel like sometimes in friendships there is, when you shift as a person, because change happens internally. you struggle internally, you impose a change internally. So you have changed emotionally, you have grown, you have matured emotionally at one point, and then you feel like every time I have to maybe deal with Rehema, I'm going to use a lot of emotions to express a very small thing.
You are not a good friend.
Wow.
Make someone understand that what you are doing is wrong. Or maybe you need to grow. Or maybe you need to adjust someone.
How best do you tell someone who is 27, 26 that young lady or young man, you're emotionally mature?
The way you bring it up. No. That is actually...
Okay, phrase it to me.
You actually harassing someone. Just saying you're emotionally immature. What is that? What crap? Let me tell you, when you say it to me, we're done. It's be like, no. Be like,
that is the thing.
no. Rose, if I come to you and I'll be like, by the way you do this thing is not really good. Maybe do it this way. Maybe let's tweak it like this. You're communicating the same thing, but different ways. But if you be like, you're emotionally immature, what crap is that, man?
Okay,
What
great.
crap is that?
Shoot.
I feel like if someone told you you're emotionally immature and you can't even deal with that and like, I'm done. Like, I think it's proof.
I'm
It's proof. Why can't you take the time to dissect and
Why
be like,
did they call me?
what do you mean? Break it down for me. Give me specific examples when I exhibited emotional immaturity.
No. You guys.
I have problem with scenarios. The moment you go deep down it's actually a rabbit hole. Never go down the rabbit hole of scenarios. You will find yourself on an endless journey of digging.
And that is not it is when you're going down the rabbit hole, it's not about who is right, who is the blame game. No, it's about connecting and compromise. That's why you go down the rabbit hole. You see the other person's point of view, you put yourselves in their feet, and you're like, okay, maybe I would have acted the same way in that situation.
Okay.
Yes, please.
We all work, right? We have different bosses. But if your boss comes to you in the morning, why haven't you done this thing? Shouts at you, and someone comes to you, oh Rehma, you had to do this thing. We are past that deadline. Who would you feel like you are connected to more? What kind of boss would you really want to work with? Same happens to friends. When you come to me and you're like, oh, you're emotionally immature, it's an abuse, guys. You're actually harassing me. You have to... no.
Sometimes people don't have kind words. Let me tell you, you can look for a word in a situation. No gamba. Kanunyenga joke chogeramu. Nchiwumbe without it. I don't know. I feel like you all should get to a place in friendships where you have conversations without holding back, and you should be able to understand that Rose loves.
You're not holding back. You're communicating the same thing, but in different ways.
It's the how. No, we should be straightforward, guys. If you're doing something funny, I ought to tell you, you're stupid.
Okay, I know I've hurt a lot of my friends because I am a straight person. I'll be like, oh, me, I don't want this. Oh, I am not your friend. Oh, I'm this.
done.
But somehow I realize that it affects people. When people go back and reflect on it, you know, nights are for the sleeps and you're there thinking about someone has said, oh, you what? Oh, it's torture. It's torture. We should be
Kind.
and mindful about our friends.
Okay.
Because we're humans.
Okay. Maybe had conversations again. Let me ask you guys. Do you ever get to a point, because there's someone who asked themselves that question, where you find yourself in a dynamic shift? Like, probably we've been here, we are kawa, we are all that, then maybe I get a promotion at work, or I open up a business, and now I have to keep tabs with these old business people, and then I feel like this our friendship is not serving me. Am I proud?
Let it go.
No, yes, you are. But yes, you are. There is evolution. Like I said, you can have a different version of that friendship. Yeah, before you would hang out, you would have time for this, and now you have to build your network. You have to hang out in different circles. That doesn't mean that the older friendships don't matter or don't count, because the networks you're
What if
building
they are no
are
longer
for a
fitting
completely
in the
different
version
thing.
of me that I'm building? This is the question. I am building this version of me, and I feel like Goretti and Rehema are not fitting in this version of me.
Please let it go. If someone doesn't add value on you, let him be. Let him go. Let him just be there, or let her just be there. I'll give you an example. There is a friend that you call when you need money. There is a friend that you call when you need something at work. There is a friend that you call when you need maybe advice. Different friends come with different purposes. But if someone doesn't add value on you,
When you look around, there is
he is
nada.
not your friend. Let him go and maybe
Are we
add
using
value
people?
to others.
Yes.
Not you.
Does that mean you will not honor the older connection you had?
I'll be glad to
Like
support.
the
Now that you had a connection, I'll be glad to support when you need me. But when I actually don't, how can I say it? Like zero, nothing from you. I mean, like nothing, totally nothing. You're adding no value to me.
and
friends.
and how do you go about it? How do you go about it?
Because now this just shifted the conversation. Just because me, I thought we are going to talk about the change, but now you've given me a perspective of, do they add value? Do they add value to you?
No.
And just right there, friends, we're going to go for a short break, and we'll be back. And Rehema, you have to explain to us whether you use people or actually people are your friends.
Don't.
Thank you. Well, friends, welcome back from our very short break, and we'll pick up exactly where Rehema left us when she said friendships have to add value to you. Because when I started the conversation, I thought we were going to just, we are going to go a certain direction. But when it came to actually value addition, she made a point. No offense, but are you using friends? Are you using people? Do you have a compartment that, okay, here I'll keep those that do this for me, I'll keep those that come through, I'll keep all. How do you manage that? Because me, I feel like it becomes stressing to me.
It's a cost-benefit analysis. Someone to become your friend. You might not really understand if you're adding value to a person, but it's someone I'm keeping because she's always there for me. She advises me. So we need to work on ourselves as people. Like, you can't be stagnant all the time. You're the person who, like, no growth, no good conversations, nothing I can pick from you. That means we're literally not meant to be.
And how do you communicate that to that ex-friend?
Yeah,
Like,
instead of just leaving them
this
there.
is not, do you just ghost them because you feel like there is no value here, or do you tell them, you know what, let's pause this?
Do you know what they call a high friend?
Hi.
Like,
Hi, how are you?
there is no that connection.
There is no deep.
Friendship, I mean someone you are with, someone you can talk to, someone you can communicate with. Not just, hi Rehma, at work, you know what happens. Hi Rehma, good morning. Someone passes by, oh what. I will not ghost you.
There is
I'll
no
still
depth
talk
in
to-
conversation.
I'll still talk to you. I would say like best friends. Okay, we have a lot of friends. I wouldn't want to use the word best friends, but when it is a friend and a best friend, the person that is your friend is a best friend, and that one will just be a friend, someone that you would find on the way.
Let's say
struggling
someone
and-
you know.
and you help. Exactly, and you help. It's like how we have our relatives. We do not connect with all, but you can't leave him or her to suffer, knowing that you can support somewhere, somehow.
Okay.
So a friend is, I don't know how to explain it really very well, but like that best friend, not really one friend, but someone you connect with. Connection needs a lot of things, guys.
So how do you tell your best friend?
How do you tell
we are not best friends anymore? Let's take a break.
Like, why you Gority? I told you. All things in this world deserve a conversation. There are things that will die a natural death. Let them die their natural death. Let that seed not be watered, it won't grow. Let it be.
No. So me, I'm not that kind of person who will just let things be. I want to talk about things. I want to dissect the problem. I want us to try everything we can to solve the issue.
In your same
Once
question,
we have dissected it,
words, how do you tell someone, darling, you're stagnant, you're not moving, you're not growing, you're not sharpening your brain, you're not doing anything with your life, and I feel like having a conversation with you is quite hard because we can't connect on anything.
Exactly how you just said it.
How would you say it?
Feel a big word.
You're all for okay, rephrase it for us so we go back and talk to people.
Okay, just fortunate. Do you know that if we start applying for jobs, we can get there? What do you think?
But you're already employed. Why are you saying we?
I mean, we need to grow.
You and who?
Me and my friend.
But you're growing.
No. You're on the same level. You've been on that level for quite like 10 years.
What I'm saying, we are having a conversation where you have a level of success that I have not achieved at all. And it's not because I can't. You know I have the potential, but I just choose.
Do you know that if you can go back and advance, or if you start applying for jobs, you can get there? You can, but the reaction of someone matters. Someone says, Nabiko, what is that? That is already a negative attitude.
So that's when you walk away from.
No. You'd be like, do you think that is the right way to do things? You're trying to read someone's mind through talking to her. If she's...
So you become an advisor, emotional counselor, what?
By the way, before you give up on a friend, you have to try. Not just give up, guys.
I would assume the opposite with you.
When they told her conversation, she was like, I'm done.
Yes, I'll be done, but by the time I get done, I have really tried. And I'm like, no. Chiganye. Relationship with Ganye. Let me step back.
Hard conversations.
But try communicating. Communicating is key. Try communicating.
You say communicating, no one ever breaks it down, guys. How best okay. Now let's say I've noticed this with you. We have tried. There was a time I had Kathy on set and she was like, she got her friend a job. And then this girl got there and did some funny stuff. You know, reputation stuff. You know how you know your friend, she's lazy, bitchy, but you still want to support them. So she got the friend a job, and then this girl goes, that's the same things she was doing while at home. Like, she was lazy, she would come in at 10, 11. But remember where she went, they know you. That fails, and then one time she calls, she's like, you know what, these guys are stressing me, I can't work with them anymore. Today I'm not reporting to work. Did you put in a resignation? No, I'm just tired.
But you understand?
You know, sometimes even the quality of people you have around you says more about you. Says more about you.
What I'm saying, sometimes you may not be able to tell these things on site, but what you're never failing to see is we change. Life changes us. Experiences change us. The people we interact with change us. So if I am moving a particular direction and I feel like for you, you have become an anchor on your boat, like I'll have to leave you. Let's be honest. At one point, you have to drop dead weight.
You let go. Yes, you're right. You guys are agreeing with me directly, by the way.
We agree with you. For you, like, you want to hold on, you want to hold on, you want to hold on.
No, you try. You try.
No.
But and it comes back to your personality. What is your tolerance level? If me, I can be like, or I can give it a month or 2 or 3. It's like how we've been in relationships. Someone is really treating you, but I'm like, I can be there. I can for like 2-3 months. So it depends on your tolerance level as a person. Can you tolerate your friend for all that long? Can you give him or her chances, like 2 or 3 or 4? And if he fails, you would have tried. Then you'd be like, Chigani.
I think there are levels to this thing. Yeah, of course, the kind of level that you have with your best friend is not the kind of level that you have with someone else, right? So if we have been tight buddies and you've become this lazy slob who is just damaging reputations and what, you will move from a high level in my mind, and then you will go down to a low level whereby
With the last person I think about it.
yes, like if I'm thinking about making moves, networking, career, no, I will not think of you. But if on a random day I want to be lazy and happen, then probably you'll come in there for a day in the quarter. Yes, meaning that the friendship has evolved from what it was to something else. Yeah, I have a friend where we had a disconnect and we sat down and talked about it and we decided let's have a sabbatical from this friendship.
Does a friendship sabbatical look like, guys?
It's really up to that both of you. Yeah, because I feel like this friendship was very mature.
It could handle a sabbatical.
Yes, it could handle a sabbatical. And of course, you
How long was
celebrate
the
each other. Well, actually, the sabbatical is still ongoing. But
Do you ever feel like this will have
but we do talk.
So are you
Sometimes, like, it's not like, it's not the way it used to. Like, before, the sabbatical, I think, has gone on for a year now. A year. At the beginning of the sabbatical, like a month, 2 months in, we weren't talking at all, unless it was an emergency. And we agreed on these things, yeah? And you see your person excelling in their career, doing this, doing that, and you're happy, but we will not talk about how I got here, what I did, this event that I'm doing, this achievement I've gotten. Yet before, we would dissect, we would be like, this has happened, how do I do this, but now you're like, I'm happy she's excelling and I want the best for her. But we don't need to have a conversation about it.
Coming into my life and you're like, you need to change there and then and what, and I need to be like you. I hate them.
No, not like you need to be like someone. People, majorly me, I think friendships should not only serve a purpose to you, but also serve the other person. But then you also need to be in a place where you are emotionally ready to accommodate each other.
Thank you.
So if you ever get to a place in life where you having a conversation with someone drains you, how draining? You feel tired, you feel disturbed, feel like katingina kogeda ni fortunate, kachagenda yomba, agenda kumvuma, and then
you have to mentally
like
prepare. You tiptoe around them because what if I say the wrong thing?
If you tell her, you know what, I got a promotion at work, it's going to be bad. If you tell her now I'm going to be married, it's going to sound like you're bragging. If you, like, the friendship becomes toxic day by day. Cut off the weight, guys.
Thank you. You said it right. That I agree with you.
I think we agree. Finally.
But how you do it?
No, we are not going back to the how. It has happened. It has happened. The how is sometimes you don't need a conversation. Just stop watering the seed. Me, that's my tip. Is when you stop watering something, it won't grow. To just die a natural death. Sometimes. Closing arguments.
I don't want to argue about this because honestly, me, I don't want things to just, I need to understand. That's why I really value that friend of mine where we sat down and decided to have a sabbatical. Because the friendship had complications and we agreed, like, this is not serving us. we need a break from each other. Now, that I'm very okay with. But someone just,
Disappear.
no, tell
Finally,
me.
Rahima, let's close it.
Oh my god. I hate it when someone just disappears
So you want to have a
from
conversation?
my life. You rather come to me be like, I do not like this. Not really a conversation, like sit down and be emotional. No, I am not an emotional person. I don't know, but I don't think I am. So I would love it if someone comes to me and be like, "Ma, I didn't like this about you. I don't want the way you conduct yourself. I do not want the way you dress." I would appreciate that. You actually don't need to tell me that I do not want to be your friend.
But
That
you will know, you read between the
automatically
lines.
triggers you and be like, oh, we can't connect with this person. And you step back, you yourself, without even telling you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
And that has been
Communication.
all from us today. What do you think? Relationships, shifts, dynamics. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. It has been nice having this time with you guys. Just before we close, I just need to remind you guys that Namaste Restaurant, just next to the British High Commission, is such a beautiful place to be. The environment is cool, the temperature is really warm, and the food is good. So let's meet there.